Hello friends, Marcy here. I've had a viewer request an update on the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex nib that I shared. It was my purchase from the Dallas Pen Show on September 30th. And I inked it with the Diamine Shimmertastic Pink Champagne, which turned out to be a fabulous match ink for this. And I had a viewer request an update. So I want to share with you a few just writing samples. I'll do a quick one here with you. I'm very pleased with this nib. The most fun is to try the downstrokes. It looks like a exclamation mark, like automatically. So yesterday I happened to be writing on this page, and this was already dry from a previous writing, and I wrote this and the color was different because the shimmer didn't show up yet. And I almost took a picture of the difference in the dry and the wet. But I want to put down some wet ink with you here and then show you, I'll do a writing sample with you. So I did, a few minutes ago, I was prepping notes for an upcoming video. And so here's the ink in all its glory. And see this little exclamation. That was such a fun mark to make with this nib. So anyway, yeah, that if you read those notes, that video is going to come soon. So I'm just going to do some wet writing here with you. I hope I'm close enough that you can get in without a blur. And then we'll look at it. But another thing is the chatoyance on markings here. And then you turn the pen and it's that deep color, like the Painted Desert or the desert that ink that I bought. And if you keep turning, here it is. And after I close this up, I want to show you a trick I've discovered in my many uncapping and recapping episodes using this pen. All right, so, because it doesn't always line up, but I discovered the trick to make that happen. So today is, this nib is so much fun. Hope I'm not blurring you out too much. Tuesday. Isn't that just... And you can see how like tangerine orange this wet ink looks. I might have to close my window blind here. And we are in October. So the viewer, T. Bayless, actually contacted me considering the purchase of this pen because it's on sale. And I was like, oh, if it's on sale, I would grab it because I'm enjoying it. It's amazing. See that downstroke here? That's just like that automatic exclamation mark there. So much fun. A lot of enjoyment I've received out of this pen. And let me get closer with the ink. So you can see it's just the saturated ink color, no glistening showing up yet. And I'm just going to write, this is the wet ink. And again, this isn't, the name of this nib is the Ultraflex, so it's meant to really flex. And then we'll do an arrow up here to dry ink for comparison. Of course, that's not going to matter in a few minutes when this dries. And I'm pleased to say it dries fairly quickly. The Diamine Pink Champagne Shimmertastic, because where I've written today, it's already, the ink color, the base is already dried, and it's just leaving the gorgeous shimmer on top of the page. So my last sentence is still quite wet, even though there's a lot of ink put down on the page with this Ultraflex nib. This particular ink does dry quickly. So we see more shimmer come about resting on top of the page as it dries. Now let's go back to the pen. And if you notice, as I capped it without, you know, intent, the barrel chatoyance strip is here and then the cap is here. But I've discovered if I line up my threads just a bit, Sorry, got out of frame. If I line up my threads just a bit where the chatoyance is here on the cap barrel, about that position, and start twisting, I've discovered that I can get them, nope, not quite. Let's try again. About here, so I can get them. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, I promise. One more try. Yay, I did it. So it's secure, tight, and there we go. My chatoyant strip is lined up. So anyway, let's open this barrel and show you. I have not had any shimmer clogs, but we can look at the feed if I can focus in. And I see plenty of shimmer here. I successfully used this shimmer ink in a TWSBI Echo fine nib, and with no clogs. So I haven't really had any clogging issues with this ink at all, and this Ultraflex nib is handling it well. So I'm almost out of ink. If we look at my barrel, we'll see what challenge that will be to flush. But it's almost empty, and I want to do this quick review before I do clean the pen. And I thank Bayless for asking. I'm always willing to help. If you guys have questions about any of the pens or inks that I share on my channel, I'm always glad to help and answer your questions if possible. So thank you very much for joining me. And look, I got inky fingers again. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.